And hello and welcome to Create With Me for episode 21. So I will just pause for a moment or two and wait until some more people hop on here. Welcome, everyone. Let me know in the comments below if you can hear me and the sound is okay. Give me a thumbs up. Hello, Maggie from Boston. Okay, we have a few people so far, and I see a thumbs up, and that is wonderful. So, Create With Me has tonight and one more session before I'm going to take a little break over the Christmas holidays, and you know how that is with family, the busy season, and just a little word as to why I created Create With Me. And it was to connect more with creatives like yourself and start a community somewhere where we could feel safe and trust and really reconnect and with our creative rhythm, with ourselves. Hello, greetings, SWL 9270. All right. So we in Ontario, Canada, right now, I'll just cover this up while I'm saying this, we have the craziest snowstorm happening right out my right-hand shoulder here. I'm south facing. We get lake effect storms, and we have two things coming through. We have a snow squall and a clipper. So that's double duo, and I've been shoveling snow like no tomorrow. Anyone else in the same boat? Hello, Sydney. Hello, everyone. Okay. And don't forget, this is your little guide. When you sign up for the Create With Me, and I've been sending out so many emails, and we'll talk a little bit about the last one with the postage change. Here are the printout, the PDF. You get two types, sort of pattern, sort of element related, horizontal directions. And then the other one is a little more open. And you can, of course, use those. Or if you're not in the mood to use it, you can skip it and choose the next one. And all mine are in here in a jar when I'm overthinking. So don't forget about that. And you also get your Mark Making Reflection Guide. It's a great resource. You don't have to use the whole thing. Just use what resonates with you when you want to record any discoveries. So those are the freebies. I'm going to move on to tonight's. As you can see, I've been planning ahead, making a bunch of stuff for us. Oh, Southern Oregon. Okay. You probably get, I don't know if you're getting a bunch of rain. I know Vancouver is expecting like some real heavy rainfall. And hello, Joanne. Nice to see you, everyone. Oh, I'm just about up to here when it comes with the snow, and it's only the beginning of December. We've never had this much snow so early, but we're in Canada. So as you can see, I had, well, you can see the journal, but you didn't know I had so much fun making it, and I really did. I'm really believing subtlety and this airiness that I'm looking for is also great with texture. I have been neglecting texture in my own work, and I am so pleased to have rediscovered it. I used to use it a long time ago, and now with this influence preparing for the Create With Me, and I went with the molding paste. I don't know if that person is here, I forget, who left a comment to say, I'd like a little bit more about the textures and the stenciling and how we do it. Anyone else feeling that way? Okay, so I'll just show you the colors that I used. A very simple palette. I really like to stick to a red, a yellow, and a blue. This is my red. The blue changes. The yellow doesn't usually change that much from yellow oxide because it's so warm and I really like it, but I am going to explore more yellows. And if you wanted to, because I love muted tones, sometimes they're not as muted as I've planned, and that's okay. And I'm learning to mix. Well, I already know how to mix, but I'm remembering to mix more. And then adding the white or the black to change the value. On this, I always love to use a neutral, and that's the unbleached titanium. So, as usual, I started this page with marks using the water-soluble graphite and then built up from there. What I've been finding, though, is what's coming out in my mark is an infinity sign or a number 8 shape, filling the whole page. And then I bring in other layers, and I've been bringing in collage much later in the stage. But enough of the page. Tonight is what we were going to focus on with transparent papers using texture and molding paste. So I used a little bit of some black so these would show up instead of being on the white table that I use. This is the substrate that I've used for the molding paste using the stencils. I like the stencils just because it's simple and quick. And I'll just do a quick demonstration. You can almost imagine how simple it is. This is my tool. I'll use a stencil, and here is the molding paste. Gesso works, but I'm really liking this molding paste because it's really tough. And it almost needs some sanding because the edges get so sharp. And that's another way to reveal another layer underneath to get it that old look. But this is the deli wrap that I'll use. And I'll just show you a few samples that I prepared for us tonight. Oh, all the rain's in Vancouver, not in Washington. I guess it shifts, right? Oh, yeah. And as you can see, I'm so glad I'm in horizontal mode. I'm learning how to work this very fidgety kind of stuff. And it's great. I left the palette here because these are all the colors that I've been working with. The clear gloss medium, and I'll show you why. This burnt sienna, which I'm getting low on, I have to replenish my paints, is very transparent as well, and even more when you add a medium to it. It's so warm. I love it. And it goes so well with the turquoise and, of course, as I said, the yellow oxide. But I'll show you the stencils. These are not from Stencil Girl. These are from Temu and or Amazon. A lot more affordable, but of course, your choices of marks and organic forms and everything. I've got some favorites of Stencil Girl, and they're very tiny to large, but they're not cheap. So I look for organic marks anywhere I can. This seems to be, these are like stone shapes. This, as you can see, is just circles that are similar to what I make. And these organic lines, like it's a paintbrush line shape in different directions. I didn't use those, but I use that one, but I use the circle one directly on the art journal page, and I'll show you that in a minute. I also, as you've seen me use these pages, the book pages that I tear out to use for roll-offs, I didn't happen to have paper towel beside me, which is, usual, even though I'm supposed to get my materials ready. But I had extra molding paste with color, and I did color it, and I'll show that in a moment. And then I just rubbed it off on this book page. This is a fabulous collage. It's so heavy with texture. Then I put the burnt sienna on it just to warm it up, and used just this Craft Smart multi-surface, this beautiful patina blue, just to bring out, I scumbled the brush sideways, just to graze across to bring out the texture. So whenever I just need a little texture or I'm echoing some scratching marks, this is a really cool piece to have. And I even love the other side. It's a old Boy Scout book. Did the same, but it's much lighter with more spaces. So it's airier. These are the ones that I'm going to be gluing on that page. And I don't mind if that page gets a little crowded tonight because of demonstration purposes. That's why I made it. But I really love it. And you can hear this. This is, it's still the deli wrap. And it really melts away. So you're only going to see the shapes. And you can, let's see, you can see the edges here. I'm holding it at an angle. So they stick out a lot, depending on how thick you put the molding paste. So I've got some French writing in black and white. I colored the molding paste with the turquoise, which is right here. And did like a burlap stencil. And then I found a piece of vellum and a piece of tracing paper. So we're going to just test those to see how much they dissolve. Okay. So, what has everyone been up to this week? Creative-wise, I mean. Don't forget the draw. That's what I wanted to talk about. So the change in the draw, and I hope you got that email, everyone, if you are on the list. There seems to be, because of tariffs, you just can't mail anything to the States. It's just, you have to ahead of time go through this whole, it's just ridiculous. But they will take a legal sized envelope. So I fit the collage papers into the envelope just fine, and they're on their way to the lucky winner of last month. So this will do the same. But this month, I will be including some texture, change up the collage, And there's quite a few pieces in there. So I can't wait for the winner to try. And no one goes without anything. I created a PDF of one of my art journaling pages for you to use in any way you like. So I hope everyone got theirs. If you're signed up, if you didn't get one, sign up. Don't forget to be in the draw and to get your art journaling page download. Oh, that's nice. Very nice. I have quite a few art journals, and right now, I think I showed it last week, I'm working on a big 11 by 14. And if you caught this Sunday's video, I'm just starting to just play with layers and get this feeling that I've been looking for. So it's really experimental. And I'm not worried about the outcome so much. It's the feeling that I'm hunting down. So these are so cool. So there's a blue one, white one. I'm going to put these to the side. I'm going to do some demonstrations. Oh, I did make some. What I like to do, I'll leave them whole like this. When I start to use a set, I'll cut them out in sections, and you can cut through it. I could cut out maybe just this section, or maybe some lines going up like a ladder, but an organic form that this has. So you can really make a lot because a little goes a long way. Okay, I think I'm really loving the writing. So I'm just going to, there it is. And I took out the saran wrap that I had in here because I've been opening and closing it. But once I put it away for a while, putting a piece of saran wrap or the plastic wrap in and tucking it in right on the surface and then sealing it is a good way for this to last without drying up. So I'm going to so here's the molding paste right here. I'm just going to do a quick demo, add a little blue to it, a light blue this time. And it mixes so quickly. So I'm going to take a good amount and I'm just going to skim it. I might as well use it all up instead of wasting it. Oh, I hate wasting art materials, don't you? Or paint, or medium. So as you can see, here we go. And I just want to make sure they're filled up. I don't want them all the same. Okay. And what I like to do, so I'll just show that at different angles. I don't know if you can get the gist of it, but it's very textured. And that will look really cool, of course, after it dries. Getting that molding paste off my stencil right away because it hardens. This is just old black paint. See here, I forgot to take it off. There we go. And that's pretty clean. Okay. So now I'll remember to put the lid on this. Let's put some on the page. Okay. Now, I was also wondering, let me know in the comments, of how close, am I close enough? Am I zoomed in enough? Because it's not like when I'm recording, I can adjust my zoom. This is through YouTube. So I need to bring down or lower the camera and really come in more. Would that be better? Let me know in the comments. I'm just sort of, so excuse the wiggling of the camera. There, I think that's better, don't you? Okay. My position before was perfect. Well, I'm down here now, so it's gonna stay. Oh. It's just because I'm doing a demonstration on this page and I need everybody to see. Okay, looks good. Thank you, TG. And thank you, Sydney. All right. So what I usually do, I don't usually grab so many. I know I have a piece of writing over here already. Oh, and I just want to show you that other texture. Can you see it? I didn't have gloss on it earlier, and it was the dull part where I had gloss on the whole page. So right here, those are those circles. And I just put it directly on the page and put the molding paste in a thinner layer across, but cropped off some of the shapes, which makes it a lot more interesting. Okay, this is collage. And here I scratch through a lot more, revealing the paint layer underneath. Those are the early marks that are way back, 5 or 6 layers back. This is China marker. This is a piece of transparent collage, putting blue on blue. So that's how you can create subtlety without interfering with whatever composition you already have. So see, if I'm bringing this, I'm going to echo that a bit, but put it in the blue. I could use white. I don't want to overdo it. This writing is so cool. I think I'm just going to use a piece of this. Now, where did that vellum? Oh, yeah. This is the vellum. And, oh, sorry, excuse me. I'm just looking for that piece of tracing paper that I had. This is it here. Okay. So I'm just going to demo with just a little piece of each. And when it's white, I can stain it a color that matches up here to sort of blend it in later. So that's another good thing. I'm going to use the gloss medium. This is the vellum, not the deli wrap. And the other little piece is tracing paper. So I'm going to cut this. Notice the vellum just totally disappears. It needs to soak in a bit. But what I like is you can see the marks behind. This is the tracing paper. So it's starting to melt away quite quickly as well. Both seem to be working nicely. So I'm going to take a damp J-cloth. And as you can see, when you are working on paper and you have your layers protected under a layer of gloss, and you say put a layer on that you don't like, you can wipe away things so easily. There, that is really cool. Do you see the lines? Everything is still in the background, but now you have this texture. I'm just going to put some of this black where there's black, or near the black. This is the deli wrap. I'm sure you can tear as well, just to get a better edge. But it's going to disappear anyway. So that's going to go right in there. Let's use a smaller piece. So it's white now. So you can just, nope, it is disappearing too. That's awesome. These are almost invisible where there's just a slight veil with the deli wrap compared to the tracing paper and the vellum. So, liking those. And a little goes a long way, meaning I'm not going to cover my page totally with texture, or at least the same with stencils. You want your own marks in there as well, and just like little accent or subtle points where you can draw the eye in or just bring more subtlety. You see how it was over that, but it's still a little veil. Let's see if I can make that disappear. If I add water, will it? It's already dry, so if you want something to really show through, tracing or vellum, even though the vellum it sort of crumples up, once you use a medium again, it flattens out. See how that's not flat? But it really went flat on the page. So that's really cool. Okay. That is basically what I wanted to show you this evening. And did anyone have any questions or comments? Molding paste is found just in your local art store. And if you don't have molding paste, I don't know if I showed you this already. I think I did. This is professional strength drywall paste. Oh, and I haven't opened it yet, so I'm not going to. And it's almost like whipped. It's very light, but it's strong as well. Not as strong as the molding paste because it's a little more airy, but it'll do the same thing, and you can mix. Since it's water soluble, you can also mix your acrylic paints in with it. So I hope everyone enjoyed tonight. Don't forget to leave a comment, plus share and like this video, so you're in the draw for next week. Yes, drywall paste and going to your local hardware store. And I did mention that artist who's in Sausalito with all the artists in the big building, and her name is BB. And it really is amazing how much she uses Benjamin house paints in her work. But of course, she's using them for background, for covering. Why waste? Can you imagine how much that would cost if you use golden for that purpose? And I love her work. It's so big and expansive and colorful. And right now, though, I'm sort of into these muted tones. But who knows? Our art and our marks are always evolving. Yes, it's a very simple technique, is it not? You can experiment in so many different ways, small ways on cards, or just dedicate some 140-pound. Use something half decent for your substrate, so then you can carry on and do a whole bunch of really fun layers. I might. Look how it tears. Isn't that cool? I like this piece with the text showing. Now that's sort of neat. Let's see if I can just put this in. Interesting. Or, no. See how this needs to be near the blue. That's interesting. I don't want to cover that. Let's try that. Notice it's just past that edge a little bit, which catches the eye and brings it down into this corner. Now, tomorrow I might not like it, but you know what? I'm liking how these relate. The old book page and this. And I might even just bring some paint over that I used, just so it sort of overlaps in there. It's sort of interesting. I don't think it's too busy. I even like it better than this. So I might even do oh, too late. Those are those old book pages. Once you glue them down, that's it. But that's okay. Okay. I know it's funny. I'm just noticing that whenever I say, "Oh, when it's time to go," and I start something else. Right there. Probably just too wet. See, it's just subtle. Now, I don't know about that piece. There. I like those, so I don't want those to be interfered with. Okay. Thank you for taking your time to join episode 21 of Create With Me. And I hope you try some of those techniques. And if you do, please share in the comments. And don't forget to like this video, comment on this video, share it with someone who you might think, wow, they'll really like this technique. And that would really help my channel continue to grow. So thank you, Maggie, SWL, 9270, all of you. Please hit that like button. There's only 5 thumbs up likes. There should be a lot more. All right. We'll see you next week for the last Create With Me. Yes, I know it's late and I apologize. You must be across the ocean. Yes. That's awesome. Awesome. Yes. Awesome. Thank you. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. I don't know what we'll do. It'll be short because it's going to be the draw, of course. And I can't wait to show the collage papers. And happy creating.